Hey there everyone, I am Shivani and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about something that's very close to my heart, a topic that I've been meaning to make a video on since months now. Now, for as long as I can remember, I have been very particular about throwing the waste and the garbage in the dustbins and not littering around. This is something that even my friends can vouch for. But in 2019, I started looking at the whole situation from a macroscopic level and could not help but start questioning onto why do we create so much waste and if the same can be curbed in any way. So I started reading and watching videos just to understand the magnitude of this problem, and it blew my mind. Just to give you a perspective, urban India constitutes of about 370 million people who generate 62 million tons of waste every year, out of which 50% ends up in landfill sites. An average human being creates 450 grams of waste every day, and we know for a fact that much of it is just plastic. The other day I was reading a news where it said that the biggest landfill site in Delhi and Ghazipur is just few meters short of the height of Qutub Minar. Doesn't that scare you? Now I knew there was a problem and I wanted to do whatever I could in my capacity. So I started reading about these people who have transitioned to a zero waste life, and it inspired me a lot. So I went ahead and brought these little changes in my lifestyle as well. So today, here I am sharing 5 simple things that I do to reduce my waste contribution. I carry my water bottle wherever I go, be it to the movies, be it out for shopping, to book fairs, even when I have plans to go and eat out. Because to be honest, प्यास कहीं भी लग सकती है, and when that happens, we will not even stop and think for a second that where that bottle is going to end up. Eventually, it's going to be thrown into a dustbin and to a landfill site where it will stay for hundreds of years. You heard me right. An average plastic bottle takes about 450 years to decompose, which simply means that it's gonna stay in this planet long after we are gone. These days there are these water dispensers at the movies and the theaters, which is a great initiative, but I still feel that when you are taking water from there, you still use those single-use plastic cups or even paper cups which has a thin plastic lining in them, and I think they're still contributing the same. So I really hope that next time you step out of the house, please check that you're carrying your own water bottle. Another change that I've brought in is that I no longer use aluminium or plastic foils to wrap my food these days. I have started using beeswax wrap instead. It's made up of organic cotton, beeswax, resin and oil. It is reusable, biodegradable, and it even lasts up to 1 year if you use it with proper care. So after you've used it once, you can wash it with a normal washing soap, let it dry, and then it is good to be used again. The one that I'm currently using is from a company called Gift Green. I bought it from Amazon for 350 rupees for a set of 2. I use it to pack my lunches, for example, chapatis or sandwiches, or even to wrap the cut vegetables or fruits and then keep them in the fridge. I have been using menstrual cups since about 7 months now, and it has been life-changing. An average woman uses up to 2,500 pads and spends up to 30,000 rupees in her entire lifetime. And all these used pads then end up in landfill sites, and they take hundreds of years to biodegrade. A menstrual cup instead is made up of medical grade silicone and can be used up to 10 years. The one I use is from Boond Cups, and I bought it for rupees 700. And I can proudly say that it is one of the best investments I made last year. Next, now I use a tea infuser to make my tea rather than using tea bags. Not that I'm a conventional tea drinker, but I would always fancy my 2 cups of green tea or ginger tea at office. While analyzing the waste I create, I noticed the 2 tea bags I was disposing of every working day and decided to take an action on it. I bought this super cute and bright tea infuser from a company called TGL, that is the Good Life company from Amazon, for just rupees 263. Now I enjoy my tea without having to worry about the waste. And lastly, I carry my own bag whenever I go out grocery shopping. Now, to be honest, this one was a no-brainer, but still I would go out for shopping and bring back these single-use plastics which will just keep on accumulating. So now I have consciously decided to take my own bag wherever I go. I even keep a spare bag in my purse. And to be honest, it comes super handy. So this was a list of few things that I'm currently doing to curb my waste, and there are many more things that I'm trying to inculcate in my lifestyle. If you ask me, if you want to really curb your waste as well, I would strongly suggest that you analyze your dustbin. I know it sounds funny, but hear me out. I think it's an amazing first step, because once you analyze your waste, once you analyze your dustbin, you would realize the kind of waste that you're producing, and then you can take appropriate methods to minimize them. Like for me, when I started out, I actually sincerely took out one day just to see the kind of waste that I am producing, and I realized that I was tossing away a lot of sanitary pads, a lot of tea bags, aluminum foils and all these things, and then I took the steps. So I think if you want to start out, this will be an amazing first step. Another thing, the whole idea of creating less waste is actually bringing a change in your entire lifestyle. So I don't expect you to toss away all the non-recyclable items or the waste that you're producing just after you stop watching this video. But what I do want you to take away from this video is to take one small step at a time. For example, starting Monday, stop using single-use plastics for a week. And then the next week you can stop using plastic straws, and then maybe the next you can stop using or stop purchasing the plastic bottles, and then on. We are a creature of habits, so let me tell you, the whole process is going to be very difficult, but it's not impossible. Even now, I sometimes go to a restaurant and I forget to ask the waiter to not bring me a straw, and then he brings me a plastic straw and they're like, here we go again. So it will be difficult. You will have to be very patient about it. Also, I am a firm believer of the fact that if you know your why, you can definitely figure out the how. So as we speak, we currently have one planet that we have to live. So we should take its good care, and we should leave it the way we found it, if not better. I have been speaking non-stop for hours now, but to be honest, I will do happily whatever I can to even bring the smallest of change. And I promise to edit it and make it a short video so that everyone can watch it comfortably. Anyway, you guys know the drill. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below what you think of it. Also, if there are any other changes, if there are any other swaps that you're making in your life, I would love to know that. And please, if you like this one, go ahead and share it with everyone shamelessly. I will be back soon in another video. Until then, do whatever makes you happy. Bye-bye. I want to share 5 simple. Now I knew there was a problem, and I wanted to do whatever I could in my capacity. And lastly, I carry my own bag wherever, whenever. Okay. Now I know new. Okay. Besides, and we know that it takes years.